So someone sounds interested in the RCA symphonic hearing enhancer. What do? Do you actually stick it in their ear?
Well, when somebody sounds interested, like say I hand them the brochure and they say, well, I'd like to hear better. I say, well, here's what they look like, and I simply show them what's in my ear.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
Well, that's what most people say.
Yeah.
And the whole idea behind this is that you want them to understand this isn't a big honking thing that sits on the edge of your head or something, but it is actually a product that you really can't see when it's installed properly. So then I say, well, would you like to try one? And I always have 2 units that are sitting on the counter, charged up, ready to go. These units come with big tubes, they come with small tubes. You know, once you open up the package you can see that, but I always use the big tubes when I'm demoing this to people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You start with the big ones?
We start with the big tubes. The big tubes have much more amplification. If you start with a small tube and it's not quite enough amplification, it's real hard to go up to the bigger one.
Sure.
But if you start with the big tube and it's too much amplification, it's real easy to go back down. So for that reason, we always start with the big tube, and we always put demo units in both ears. We have 2 units on the counter, charged up, ready to go. We put demo units in both ears.
Can some people get by with just one? Do you really need one in each ear?
Well, when you experience symphonics for the first time, or when your customer experiences symphonics for the first time, you want them to have the best experience possible, okay?
Okay.
Let's say that I had a car for sale. Okay, it's got a 600 horsepower engine. If I took that car out and I just said, hey, let's drive around the parking lot and see what it does, you know, you really couldn't demo that thing very good. So if we took it out on the road, you'd see what that could do. So you want to give the best demo that you can possibly give. Putting a hearing enhancer in both ears makes a huge difference in what the person can actually hear. It's going to make a huge difference in how satisfied they are. Does everybody buy 2 units? No. Does everybody need 2 units? Well, maybe not. But you always want to demo it in the best possible way. So for that reason, yes, I always do put in 2 units, 1 in each ear.
Now, do you actually do it, or do they put it in their ear?
Well, that depends. Depends on the customer.
Okay.
Sometimes I will hand them and I say, here, go ahead and put this in your ear. Most people probably put it themselves. Some people need a little assistance the first time to get it in. And it is something that once you've done it a few times, it gets very simple to do. But that first time, yeah, it might be a little awkward or uncomfortable.
Sure.
So it can be either way depending upon the customer.
And then what if the customer doesn't buy it?
Well, if the customer doesn't buy them, we always have the alcohol pads handy. We just clean them up, put them back in the charger, and they're still ready to go. It's still a brand new item. Wiped off with the alcohol pads is just great.